What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at player moments John Stones. He is the brand new English centre back that is coming at 86 rated. He's coming in at about 150 on pretty much both consoles. What is the point of this? Let me know down below. Are you going to do this John Stones or not? I'll discuss all of the points in the video and basically who you should get either, or should you do this one. Let me know down below if you are going to complete him. Let's get into the video. So Big Boy Stones is coming in at 6'2", a high attacking, medium defensive, right-footed, 3-star skill, 4-star weak foot. And I get why he's out. Obviously, we have got the English objective to do with icon swaps, so it makes sense. Makes the English players a little bit higher. Obviously, you've got another centre-back to put in there. But the problem I've got, you've got Joe Gomez coming in, what, 20k, 24k at max. Pretty solid. I think he's probably miles better in terms of kind of like animations and how OP is at the game. You've got Inform Walker as a little bit more of a kind of higher rated option. Then other than that, you have got somebody else who, let's just have a quick look. I know I will have a look again on the screen when we go into Footbin. You have got Wan-Bissaka's freeze. That's the other one. And then obviously you've got icons. Other than that, then he would be the next best card, because realistically there's probably what, Rio is top dog, Sol Campbell's up there, then Bobby Moore's not really there for me. You're looking at them Walker, Wan-Bissaka and Gomez, not in that particular order, but you've got about 6 icons, 6 players in terms of only players, and then you'll have Stones. He's coming in at 150. Acceleration 72, little bit poor. We have got a subscriber, I believe. Thank you very much. In terms of kind of like acceleration, not really there. Sprint speed, not terrible, but I think acceleration is something that is massive. Defensively, solid, absolutely solid. We've got good strength and aggression. Not terrible, not quite up there in the 90s, but it's not awful. Defensively, or in the defending tab, brilliant. 90 stand, 87 slide, 87 head and accuracy and awareness, and 88 interceptions. Can't argue one bit for that. That is absolutely brilliant stats, and it's pretty much most of these defenders. Not necessarily got the pace, agility, or massive amount of passing, but then has the defensive side of the defending and the physical. John Stones does have a little bit of passing on him, which is always nice. It's kind of like this added bonus. 87 short, 82 long. I think that's really good for a centre-back. You don't see many centre-backs. I'm not saying that there isn't out there, but you don't see many centre-backs with a very all-round experience anymore, or at all really. In the top tier, you are looking at like the expensive ones for that, because you know that is the real meta of a centre-back, who can do it all basically. If you're looking at obviously the agility balance is not amazing. Agility is 77. I think that's respectable for a centre-back. 83 composure, 86 ball control, and 90 reactions. Stat-wise, it's mainly strength, mainly pace, mainly a little bit of kind of balance, and then pretty much else it's kind of just animation side of stuff. A little bit blocky, not terrible on the turn, but definitely not the quickest I've played with. But let's get into some gameplay and watch his tackles. For me, John Stones is coming in with a great tackle. Yes, he does get burnt on the ball quite a lot, and that is very, very frustrating. We used him in the One Nation to try and get the icon swaps done as well. If we're using an English team, we may as well try him in, because this is pretty much the only place that he's going to be used if you are completing him, other than maybe other friendlies later on down the line. I think for me, straight off the bat, I would have said no to this SBC if obviously I weren't doing a review on him, but he could have been more expensive in terms of another SBC to create absolute uproar, but definitely he could have been cheaper. I think this card for me, if I was thinking SBC, I can use untradables. We have upgrade packs. I would say anywhere under 100k. I'd probably say about under 90k. I'd say anywhere from say like 60 to 90k. I'd have been absolutely fine. But I do get that doesn't follow the rhythm of all the SBCs we've been having over since the start of FIFA. We've not really had loads of very, very good values. As soon as they start hitting Prem, good ratings, the price just absolutely racks up, but the pack weight doesn't quite add up to me. But hey ho, in terms of what he's doing on the pitch, as you can see, he's a great tackler. Once he gets in front, once he gets kind of like behind in front of the defender, absolutely phenomenal stuff. Tackles, wins the ball, but as soon as they manage to sidestep him and get past him, there's just no catching him. He is very, very slow and very hard to keep up with. Really fast. Into John Stones' overall then, as you can see on the screen, it's coming in, what, 150 on both practically. Chemistry style wise, obviously everybody's looking at that shadow. It whacks him up to a 93 centre back. I can't complain at that. Defensively, he'll be absolutely mad, and he does get 82 acceleration, 91 sprint speed. It's not awful. I just think animations may be a little bit harsh on him here, and then we do have a lack of acceleration in comparison to the sprint speed. So realistically, this pace is more like an 83, 84 due to the complete gap between sprint speed and acceleration, and that's how much I think it does have an impact on a card. Acceleration for me has been absolute key in this game. Anyone with either the same at a high rating or more acceleration than their sprint speed has always been better from what I've experienced. It may be complete waffle and I've kind of like tuned it into me that that's the way it moves, but for me, that's just what I've been hearing everywhere. I do think acceleration is very, very important. In terms of defensiveness, 96. You can't really argue with it. He's already got pretty good physical, so if we do tend to go with the anchor, which is like the second one, it still turns him into a 93 centre back, but only 82 pace. I think that is the key there. Even if it's overloading the defence and then maybe missing out on the physical, I would 100% go for that big increase in terms of a shadow, just because you'll lose out on vital pace. And in terms of the well, we'll go to Man City actually, because I know they have got a few informs, a few specials. Obviously Sterling's there, De Bruyne, Edison, Bernardo Silva, Aguero. You can see the pattern, even Cancelo with a road to the final. There's a lot of informs and special cards already within the Man City team. So if you are kind of collecting and bringing them up, if you're a Man City fan, then obviously you'll be doing this card. Inform Walker and Player Moment Stones at the minute is the best combination, unless you just use standard gold Laporte. But if you're trying to go for a full special team, then that is definitely one step closer in my opinion. In terms of English players, like I say, if we go to the centre backs, because we pretty much know what English players you can link him with, you've got obviously Gomez, you've got Walker, you've got, say, I'm trying to think, like Luke Shaw at left back. You've obviously got right back, who is Trent, cracking player. In net, Pope is obviously the best English goalkeeper that everybody keeps using. So there is so many options. And centre back wise, Rio for me is obviously the best English icon centre back. Whether I think he's over like the Gomez side of stuff, I think Gomez definitely needs to be 88 plus, and then he'll be really contending with all of the icons in terms of centre backs. But I think realistically, if we have a quick look at this SBC before we finish off, he's coming in at 1 SBC, 85 rated, 75 chem, an inform, and a prem player. It's great for the English English game or English objective, just because people don't seem to have a full team. I'm seeing bits and bobs of Neymar, Rashford, Vardy and Sterling, but not a full team that is absolutely cracked. So this is a card that's going to go in people's clubs to make that grind that little bit easier. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. I've personally given him a 7.5 out of 10. I really can't go any higher than that. I think defensively is solid, but in terms of the pace and the kind of balance of him, I just think it outweighs the pros really. You need someone fast so you don't get absolutely burnt down at wing if it so happens to come to a one-on-one, pretty much like a Bale versus Roberto. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.